Hey folks, hello and welcome back to our channel. In this video we will bring characters to life by adding animations to it. In our previous videos, we have learned how to shoot in Unity and have practiced them on cubes. We have also learned about explosion and scattering. In this video, let's create something more interactive, real and lifelike to shoot at.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Zombies. 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 Let's cut the talking and begin. Let's first download the character and animations from Mixamo. Head to Google and type out Mixamo.
One eternity later.
Once the page loads, you will see many character and animations on it. Let's first select a character. I will go with the zombie. You can take a preview of your character from the right of the window. Hit download. Make sure it is in the T pose and select the format to be FBX for Unity. Download it. We want another file of DAE type, so download collada.dae on the T pose and download it. Unzip the file you have just downloaded. Now let's select some animations. Mainly we want two animations, idle and death animations. Search for idle zombie. I will go with this one. Download it. Make sure the format to be FBX for Unity. We want another animation, death zombie. I will go for this one. Download this as well. Now collect all the downloaded folders and take them into one folder. I have named it character 1. It should contain the two animation files and the two zombie files and texture files. Let's import our character 1 into Unity by dragging it right onto the assets panel. Click Fix Now on the pop-up. Let's go into the character 1 and drag the zombie onto the hierarchy panel. You can see it appears on our project window. Let's drag it out a bit, rotate it about 180 degrees so that it faces our camera player, and scale it up on 1.5 on 3 axes. Now let's add a mesh to our zombie so that it physically exists in our game. Click on the route button and select the zombie mesh. Create an empty game object. Let's name it zombie controller and drag our zombie game object into it. Click our zombie and go to the window animation. It opens up the animator window. Click new animation, move on the assets folder and create a new folder, name animation. It will store all our animation files. Let's drag our animations onto the animator window. Move on to the zombie animation, open it up and move on to the blue triangle. This is the animation file. Do the same for the idle animation. Open it up. This is our zombie idle file. Drag it on. Drag the both files onto the animator window. Now we want our character to play the idle animation until and unless we shoot at it, and then make a smooth transition to the death animation. By this sequence, it will appear to die as we shoot at it. Look on the animator window, you will see many boxes on it. It's just like a flowchart. The green represent the entry, the red exit, and in between the yellow and the grey, the animations that we want to play. Each arrow represents the flow from one animation to other. We can create transition between the animations by right-clicking the blocks and selecting Make Transition and directing the arrow to the other block. Do the same for the other block in the reverse way. Now create a new parameter of Boolean type and name it is dead. Click on the transition from idle to death and add a new condition. Is death true? This will play when is dead is true and uncheck exit time. For the next transition, add the new condition and change it to false. These parameters alongside the animator window are responsible to turn a particular animation on or off. We will tweak these values with the script to match our gameplay. Let's create a C# script that will modify our boolean parameter isDead so as to play our animation smoothly. Hit create C# script and name it zombie script. Double click it to open it up in Visual Studio. Let's clean this up and start scripting. Let's start by initializing the required parameters: public float health, public animator anim, public transform target, void start. This function plays only at the start of the game. Anim equals get component animator. This line of code retrieves the animation controller onto anim, i.e. numerator destroy. The reason why I used this I will be saying a little after. Yield, return, new, wait for seconds. We are waiting for a certain time limit before the start of the death animation and destroying of the zombie for the animation to run smoothly. Let's hardcode it to 5 seconds. The reason we used IONumerator so that all other processes run as it is and only this block of code waits for 5 seconds. Destroy game object. This destroyed the game object. After 5 seconds it is called. Void die. Here we will call the isDead parameter and change its value to true so that the death animation plays. Anim.setBool isDead, true. Star coroutine destroy. This is the standard method to call the IONumerator function. Public void take damage. Here we will decrease the health of the zombie by a certain amount each time it is shot and then call the die function after the health is 0. Float amount. This is the amount by which it will decrease each time. Health minus is equals to amount. If health less than equals to 0, call the die function. Public void follow transform dot look at target.position to make our character look at the player. We are done scripting this. Save and go back to Unity. Select our game object and drag the zombie script onto it. Drag the animated component and the player transform onto the script. Now let's go to the gun script. Here we will link our zombie script onto it so that we can access the take damage function through here. Public float damage mark. It is the same damage that we wrote on the zombie script is equals to 10. We can change it on the inspector. Here we will create the reference to the zombie script. Zombie script mark. The first zombie script resembles the exact name that you wrote to the script. Zombie script. This is the object equals hit dot transform get component zombie script. Now we will call the take damage function and the follow function of the zombie script here. If zombie script not equals to null, here we check that our script is active. That means our player object is alive. Zombie script dot take damage, pass on the amount of damage. Zombie script dot follow. We are done scripting. Save all and return back to Unity. These are the functions that it will call. On the script, write the health as 50. Hit play. You can see how the idle animation is played from the starting and how it looks to us when we hit it. Hit a few more times and KO! The zombie dies. Have a look at the animator controller to see how the animations are transitioned while on the play mode. That's all for today's video. Hope you liked it. Feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more game dev tutorials ahead. Peace out.